Hello, my name is Barry Tolchin. I'm an academic advisor in the Department of Civil, Environmental, and Geodetic Engineering. And today I'm going to be talking with you about scheduling your first semester in the environmental major. First of all, congratulations on being accepted into the major. We're very happy that you accepted our invitation and very excited to have you as a part of our department. The information that we're going to cover today can all be found on our website. If you go to ceg.osu.edu under Curriculum and Forms. What we're going to be focusing on is the information that you kind of see near the bottom of your screen, the curriculum guide and flowchart. But in the same spot, you can also find a bingo sheet, you can find the core course offerings, and a list of the technical electives that are offered in the department. But again, for the purposes of this video, we'll be focusing on the curriculum guide and flowchart. Looking at the flowchart, we have all of the different classes that you are required to take as a part of your program. What we're going to be focusing on are the courses that you should definitely be in your first semester in the environmental major. The courses that you see in stars next to them, those are the courses that you should focus on being in as soon as possible. So that would be the Environmental 2100 course, the Civil 2090 course, and the Civil 2050 courses. If you are starting the major in an autumn semester, so if you've applied in the spring and you're starting the major in the autumn semester, then the Environmental 2100 course will not be an option for you because that course is only offered in the spring. However, what you should take is the Environmental 3200 class, which is offered in an autumn semester, then simply move into the Environmental 2100 course in the next available spring term. You've also probably just completed ME 2040, so you should probably make sure that you're taking Mechanical Engineering 2030 in your first semester in the major. What's also very important, we want to try to get you into water resources as soon as possible, as well as the Environmental Engineering 3210 class. In order to do that, you need to complete fluid mechanics. If you are starting Mechanical Engineering in a spring semester, it's okay if you don't take fluid mechanics at the same time. However, if you're going to be moving into the major in an autumn term, it would very much help you if you could take Mechanical Engineering 2030 or Dynamics at the same time as fluid mechanics so that we can get you into the unit operations class, that's the Environmental 3210 class, in the next spring semester. The reason for that is most of the courses in your major are only going to be offered once a year. So if you're in a sequence in which we want to try to get you into fluid mechanics as soon as possible, that's going to be important to get that done before you move into the unit operations class. However, it's a pretty difficult assignment to be taking dynamics at the same time as fluid mechanics, and we don't typically recommend it. So if you're in a situation where you can avoid that, that would be if you're starting the major in a spring semester, then we would suggest that you do that. However, if you're starting the major in an autumn semester, it is acceptable to take dynamics at the same time as fluid mechanics, and that might be a good option for you. We would always put your academic success ahead of trying to make sure you're really rushing to your degree. So please do not feel like we are saying you have to take both of those courses at the same time. We just want to make sure you know that it is an option, but we certainly don't want you to feel obligated to do so. Other options that you would have for scheduling classes in the next semester would be your Microbiology 4000 class. And don't worry if you see that there's a bio requirement for that. We can waive that course if you're in our program. So if you haven't taken a bio course and you run into some problems scheduling that, just let me or Mary know. Feel free to send us an email, and we'd be happy to help in any way that we can and get you into that class. You could also take your Environmental 3000 and 3001 course, your soil science course. Under our new requirements, you could actually take Earth Science 1121 instead of that class as well. So if you would prefer to take the Earth Science course as opposed to the soil science class, that is totally fine. From there, you can use the arrows that you see listed here to let you know which courses will be options for you in terms of meeting the requisites. So for example, If you are going to be enrolled in ME 2030, then you could also take the fluid mechanics class. If you are in a situation in which you've already taken your chemistry 1220, which you should be in, you could also take your next chem course, which would be organic chemistry. An important note here as well is you see chemistry 2310 listed. We will also accept, and in fact we would actually recommend instead chemistry 2510. Our students seem to be doing much better in that class. 2310 tends to be very similar to Math 1172, where it covers multiple semesters of content in one semester. So we would probably recommend that you take the Chem 2510 instead. So just to reiterate again your options for the upcoming semester, you definitely want to take Civil 2050 and 2090. You would either take Environmental Engineering 2100 or 3200, depending on the semester in which you're watching this video. You might want to finish your chemistry course. We recommend the Chemistry 2510. You could also take either the Microbiology 4000 or the Soil Science 3001 and 3000 courses, or the Earth Science 1121 course. If you haven't taken it already, it also might be a really good term to take your programming and graphics classes. If you have any questions about what course is going to be offered in which semester, especially since you've already heard me say that a lot of them are only offered once a year, just head back to our curriculum and forms page, look at the core course offerings list. That is going to show you exactly which course is offered in which semester so that you know how to be able to plan your curriculum accordingly. If you have any questions about this, again, I would suggest that you consult this page. It's going to have pretty much all of the information that you need. But if you still have questions, feel free to either send me an email or schedule an advising appointment with myself or Mary Ross. One thing that we're going to want you to do eventually is work on an environmental course planning worksheet. That's an Excel document which is going to allow you to plan all of your courses from now until your graduation. What we would suggest is you start working on that project and then do your best to complete it however you can. If you run into problems, don't worry. Just come in, schedule an appointment with me and Mary. We can make sure we sort everything out to make sure you know exactly when you're going to be graduating from our program. That's all for now. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact us or come on into our office. Again, congratulations on making it into your major. We're very excited to have you.